Hello, sawadee hola, konnichiwa, and welcome all to the Abroad Budget. If you're ready to take control of your finances, you're in the right place. On this channel, I discuss practical money management tips to help you budget smarter, spend with intention, and finally feel confident with your money, whether you're at home or living life abroad. So whether you're new to budgeting or a digital nomad, traveling for loan saves, or better yet, retired and simply want to gain financial freedom, perhaps these ideas and concepts can be helpful to you just as they have been for me. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Today, we're discussing 5 cash envelope categories you should start with and how much to budget. Let's dive in. Don't know which categories to use for your cash envelopes? These 5 are perfect for beginners, even if you're living abroad or budgeting on a tight income. And as you see, I have groceries, transportation, emergency buffer, fun and personal, savings, and sinking fund. Here's envelope categories, their purpose, and I'll give a suggested budget for each one, beginner budget. And lastly, I'll leave a helpful tip for each one. First, let's start with groceries. Why? It's easy to overspend. Cash helps you plan meals and avoid impulse buys. I would say a suggested budget, beginner budget, will be between $150 and $300 per month. Of course, adjust per country or cost of living area where you're located. And a quick tip for this one, only buy what you can carry in 2 bags, if that helps. Next, we have transportation. Why? Whether it's bus or train fare, gas, or ride shares, all are necessary and often forgotten. And I would say for transportation, a suggested budget will be between $50 and $150 per month. And a quick tip for this one, if you use prepaid travel cards or reloadable passes, when cash isn't accepted, that is a benefit for you. And continuing, next category will be fun and personal. Why? If you don't plan for fun money, you'll overspend emotionally. No doubt about that. I would say a suggested budget between $20 and $50 per month. Mindset tip on this one, spending is okay. Planned spending is powerful. Next up, we have emergency and buffer. Why? Simply because life happens. This envelope keeps you from dipping into your savings, which we don't want happening. Suggested budget between $20 and $100 per month. And a quick tip for this one, even $5 a week builds peace of mind, or any amount that you can start with to get that momentum going. That's most important. And last on the list, but not least, is savings or sinking fund. Why? Obviously for future needs like holidays, visa renewals, flights home, definitely if you're living abroad. Suggested budget, whatever's left after other categories are accounted for. Or if you prefer, some like to put first. Start with savings in the beginning and then divide the categories following that. And a bonus tip for this one, label each savings goal with a post-it and rotate as priorities shift. You may want something more than one other thing, but it all depends on your lifestyle. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about budgeting. It's your lifestyle. what satisfies you and what you want in your life. How to adjust for these envelopes for life abroad. Simply, you'll want to convert your envelopes into the local currency, whether that's euros, baht, pesos, what have you. I would say use smaller bills to manage cash without needing a lot. Because if you're living in a card dominant country, I would say keep envelopes digitally using a tracker plus visual placeholders. But for an example, when it comes to converting, there are categories here: groceries, transportation, fun, emergency, savings, the 5 essential. I write the actual foreign currency amount first, and then whatever that equates to in my home country's currency, which will be USD. And for an example, say like for groceries, I put aside 10,000 baht, and that equates to around 300 plus, something like 309, 305, 309. It just depends. And I would say always check the currency exchange because it varies from day to day. So you definitely want to check that. But I'll just go down the list here, write the foreign currency amount, and write the home currency amount. And then that way you'll know how to adjust your funds accordingly. And a bonus tip for you guys and gals, I would say start with around 3 to 5 envelopes. Don't try to add too many in the beginning. I would say keep it simple until you build consistency. Then you'll be able to add more later on. Once again, thanks so much for joining me and tuning in to the Abroad Budget. We are on this path to money excellence together, one envelope at a time. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and remember, when you change your mindset and believe all things are possible, you can change your world. Be blessed.